Hello everyone, welcome back. I've brought in this pittosporum. I'm going to just give it a little bit of a light pruning back. I chopped this right back in the video. Can't remember when it was now. A couple months back anyway. It was just getting too big and all the foliage was out in the ends. So I chopped it right back till I think there was no foliage. If any, there was a small bit, just to try and get it back into some bit of shape again. And as you can see, it's growing pretty good, but I don't want all the energy to go into these. I wanted to kind of push it back and try and get it back budding more. One branch here, just budding here, and then the end here's more there. So I just, same with this one, got budding back here. I just want to try and push it back a bit more again. So that's what I'm going to do today. So we'll have a look at what we can do. It's got a lot of back budding in here as well. So that one can definitely come off. But I'm going to leave this because eventually we might end up going back to this, right back in here. But for now I'm just going to take it right back to get it, hopefully, push more energy back along the branches so we get a bit more back budding even more. Anybody that's not familiar with this tree, I rescued this tree out of a skip. The fellow was digging them up. They were big bushes in a car park, and he dug them all out and he was throwing them away. So I asked him could I take them. There was 4 of them, so I took them and I just chopped straight to the root ball. It was just one big solid block of roots. So I just got a saw and cut straight through the root ball, so it was just basically sliced through, flat on the bottom. And I planted them all. I gave one to a friend of mine, and this one was the only one that survived. His died, and the other 3 I had, or the other 2 I had, died. But this one survived, which was surprising because this one had the worst cut of them all at the bottom. But it seemed to do okay. So I chopped everything off, chopped the roots off, and I just left it. It was just these 3 trunks basically and a stump. And so I've grown all these branches since, but now the branches are getting to the stage where they're getting a bit too old, too long and leggy. So now it's time to start trying to reduce it right back. So I took a bit of a gamble. No, I kind of knew because of the way it grew from the start that they do grow from old wood and stuff, so I just chopped it right back as much as I dare. And now it's growing again, so we can go back a bit more now. Now I'm just taking off the growing tips to try and promote more back budding if I can. Take off any of the dead ends and stuff. I'm not too worried about them having too many branches and stuff at the ends at the moment. We'll sort all them out once we start getting the tree into some way back to where it was. This hopefully will, like that, let in more light and push the energy back. the fern. I think that just grew there by itself. Roots, the trunk of it is a kind of a funny looking thing, ugly really, but it is what it is. Yeah, probably, like I said, the worst out of all of them that I collected, and typically this is the one that survived, but you gotta make do with what you get, so that's what I'm doing. So up here we seem to have quite a lot of branching going on. I'm going to reduce this right back. As much as I can. Okay, I think that's about it. The end of this branch is dead, but there is life back here on it. Just chop it back to here. The end of this one is dead too. I'll just take that end off. Stubs there, we can take them out. And what I'll do now is, like, say this branch here, when this starts to get fill out more, I'll take it back to here, maybe even back to here, and just keep doing it like that, bit by bit. This one's dead, back to there. Might look ugly for a while to come yet, but it did for the first few years when I collected it. But it eventually grew into quite a nice tree. I think this whole branch is on the way out. Okay, I think that's about it. So if we could just touch these up with a bit of paste just to stop them dying back anymore if we can. Speaking of big chops, I'll just give a little update and show you again. If you've been watching my videos, you might have seen the one where I did the real big trunk chop on the liquid amber tree. So I'll go and show you that, how that's coming along. Okay, so up here is my liquid amber trees, a couple of them. This is the clump stand, you can see how great that's doing, and here's the one I did the big chop on. It's quite a big trunk, but it had this big ugly lump on it up here, so I did chop it right back. Then I decided to chop it to just above that, and then I made a video on it, and then after the video I just decided to forget about it and just cut the whole top off, and we're going to restart growing the tree again. It needs weeding, as you can see. It's got a good thick root base. This was the front, but on the back here, you can't see it now, but on the back there's a big branch I took off. So it's got a big scar, so I think I'm going to make this the front, and I'm going to try and grow it just as a big broom style tree. And this one next door, the clump style one, you can see it's growing really well. It's you can see the different trunks in there. So that one looks like it needs a bit of tidying up. The wisteria as well is getting pretty big there in the corner. And one last thing up here, I know I like to have some little plants and things on the planting of my trees on my forest here on the rock. I've got some cool little, a lot of weeds, but I've got some cool little mushrooms growing. Makes it really authentic looking. You see them all the way around it here. So what I might do is give that a weeding, and but leave the mushrooms there. Another one I did a big chop on was that olive back here. You see that's growing pretty good. My other olive here is from Lidl's. I just did, or Aldi, one of them. Chopped that right back, and that's growing well. This Chinese privet, it's got these little purple berries on it. It's unusual. It's very, they almost don't look real. It's so purpley. Okay, so yeah, everything else seems to be growing okay. Little stone wall hinging. That's growing again like crazy. It's going to need another bit of pruning again soon. But all the rest are going good. The little Chinese elms that I put on the rocks. You see there. This one lost a lot of leaves, but they're all growing back now. The other one there is doing good. My Virginia creeper. It's gonna need a bit of a pruning. But everything else seems to be growing quite well, doing okay. Everything's healthy. Dinosaurs are happy under the redwoods. Yep. The apples on my crab apple are just starting to turn red now. The sun's hitting them. There's a few branches shooting out, so prune them off. And my little Chinese elm that I repotted and turned it. You see that's growing good. All these other Chinese elms, little one on the statue here. I put this. I did a bit of a scarring on the trunk, try and get roots to grow on this side, and I covered it in the plastic. But I think I'm going to do what Nigel's doing with the cloth and put a cloth over it instead of the moss, because it's drying out with the plastic on it. But it's growing quite well, as you can see. It needs pruning just to keep the levels going okay. And everything else is growing quite good. Okay, so that's it for this video. Show you a quick look at the tree now again. I'll try and get it back into a bit of shaping again. So as always guys, don't forget to hit the like and subscribe buttons, and we will see you on the next one. Thanks for watching.